Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now October 14th of 2021, and as we get closer to the official release of the Book of Boba Fett, a lot of fans are also looking forward to The Mandalorian Season 3, and especially the Kenobi TV series, starring both Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way guys, I am on Twitter if you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow at Mike01. I do post a couple of fun and entertaining things from time to time on there and interact with you guys further. So we're now in a very interesting moment for Star Wars. We're only getting closer to the official teaser trailer for the Book of Boba Fett, as well as Disney Plus Day. Now, in case you guys did not know, Disney Plus Day is going to be a day full of reveals, full of unveils of new Star Wars TV shows, new Star Wars lore, such as the new books, the comics, and whatnot. That's really going to set everything up for this new Star Wars universe between Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, George Lucas, and others out there. So on top of all of this, we do know that the most anticipated Star Wars TV series to date absolutely has got to be the Kenobi TV series. Alongside that, we have also the Ahsoka Tano series. Now, the reason being is because it's going to be very Force-heavy. It's going to have a lot to do with the Jedi and aspects of Star Wars Legends being thrown in there as well. I think a lot of fans are looking forward to that the most. So, when it all dwindles down to creator George Lucas, alright, this guy is doing wonders behind the scenes for Lucasfilm, pretty much directing John and Dave exactly how to go about doing everything related to the new Star Wars universe and everything that's coming into play here for this new EU moving forward. So, with that being said, what's really intriguing has everything to do with the Ahsoka Tano series. Now, this particular series is going to have a lot to do with, like I say, different realms like Mortis, the Netherworld, and the World Between Worlds, and more. So, on top of all of this, alright, what really takes fans by surprise is that with both Disney and Lucasfilm now focused on their new Star Wars universe in whole, with projects like Ahsoka and the Kenobi series underway, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are actively dragging in Star Wars Legends highlights in order to create something unique for the entire fandom. Now, as of right now, creator George Lucas is said to be making major adjustments behind the scenes over at Lucasfilm by leading John and Dave on how to incorporate some of the Star Wars Legends stories into the Mandoverse and beyond. Now, it's explained that there are big plans being put into place by Lucas for multiple shows, one of which being the Ahsoka Tano series for Disney Plus that is set to be heavily inspired from the original sequel trilogy back in the 1990s, also known as the Thrawn trilogy. Now, Lucas is said to have a plan to mix it up for the fans, where several scenes are already planned to be filmed during the spring of 2022 that is set to actually involve a major fight sequence between Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ahsoka Tano. Now, Admiral Thrawn is set to use a brand new weapon in the series that will allow him to stand a chance against Ahsoka Tano in the new series. This particular weapon is best described as some kind of enhanced blaster rifle that Thrawn is set to use against Ahsoka from a distance, where Luke Skywalker is also set to be involved invading a base working his way up to Thrawn that will be located over in the Outer Rim. Now, further, it's noted that the entire scene of Ahsoka versus Thrawn and Luke Skywalker even having a scene where he will confront Thrawn by sneaking behind him has all been approved to become a part of the final version of the series and is taken directly from storyboards and concept art that is now being put into the script with sets already being designed for the major battle. Not just that, but however, actress Karen Gillan is said to play a major role in the battle scene as Mara Jade, where she is actually set to team up with Sabine Wren. Both Mara Jade and Sabine are best described to be in the process of deflecting blaster shots from stormtroopers, with of course their lightsabers, and making their way to some sort of control room. This entire battle is actually set to find out secrets of the hidden empire and the unknown Sith world known as Exegol. Now, Lucas is said to be in the process of trying to recreate the Thrawn trilogy and how it will interconnect with the Skywalker saga and old Legends characters as well. Another sequence set to be shot is Ezra Bridger engaging in a lightsaber duel against a brand new foe that is set to hold a brand new lightsaber design that fans have never seen before. The saber is actually said to be an unequal double-bladed lightsaber where one side is longer than the other that will be used against Ezra. It's not clear as to who this new foe is just yet, however the design of the character appears to be very similar to an Inquisitor that will fight Ezra Bridger in the end of the series. Now, let me just stop right here for a second, because you can see that George Lucas is taking a lot of aspects from the Thrawn trilogy and mixing it in with the new, and I kind of do like that. I know some fans out there may have a little bit, on edge about it being different, but at the end of the day, they have to make things a little bit altered in order to make it feel very unique for live action form, for sure. Now, everything related to all of these characters having this major battle, pretty much divided up into groups. We have Ahsoka Tano and Luke Skywalker working their way up to this base that Thrawn is located in, where Thrawn is going to be using this new kind of blaster rifle against Ahsoka Tano. Very interesting that they are going to be having Thrawn fighting Ahsoka. It's the last thing that a lot of fans have wanted to see for a very long time now. The other aspect is you have another group. You have, of course, Sabine Wren and Mara Jade plan to fight alongside each other against these stormtroopers that are actually left over from the remnants of the Empire that will be using their blasters against them as they make their way to some kind of control room. Now, you can see how they are taking, like I say, aspects from the Thrawn trilogy and kind of altering it quite a bit here and there. The other thing that really does take me by surprise is how Ezra Bridger is going solo. He is fighting a brand new foe in the series that's going to be very much Inquisitor-like. Not saying that this villain is going to be an Inquisitor, but it's an Inquisitor-esque type of character, the way that the actual design goes, at least. We're still not quite sure as to exactly what this new foe is going to be named, but we also know that the Ahsoka Tano series is going to have tons of action. It's going to be treated like the Book of Boba Fett, where it's going to have a lot of action scenes, very little filler involved, and they want to make sure that it's going to keep the attention by the fans non-stop. And I think that they're pulling the strings correctly here. The fact that they want to make sure that they're not going to overuse the concept of filler in specific episodes. I think that is a grand plan here. The fact that Disney and Lucasfilm are going that route. The same exact thing is said to go for Kenobi. There's not going to be a lot of filler in this series because it is going to be, unfortunately, far shorter than The Mandalorian Season 2. It's not going to be as long as far as how many episodes there will be, but each episode of the Kenobi series will be longer, so it kind of makes up for the loss. So, when we look at this Ahsoka Tano series for 2023, alright, this is going to be quite something for the fans to witness because, specifically, it is going to be a mixture of what we actually read in Star Wars Legends, and also mixing up with what Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are throwing into the picture here for the final battle on this unknown world that we're going to be learning more about this November. This brand new world is actually going to be a major player in the Ahsoka Tano series. Now, the other thing that I believe is very important that a lot of fans absolutely need to know is that they are also going to be using unused material for Star Wars Legends that George Lucas did not approve back in the 1990s and using that for the Ahsoka series as well. So, we're not only getting Legends and new content, but we're also getting unused material from the late 1990s being thrown into this new series. So that, I believe, is going to make it very unique, feel very original, and something of its own. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.